This white VW was parked just outside a shop in South Africa. Another vehicle can be seen coming to a stop right next to the VW, and what was about to come next was utterly shocking. The culprits had targeted the vehicle, and they were now trying to figure out a way to access inside the vehicle without attracting too much attention. Once they found a position to stop, one of the culprits went straight to work on the vehicle. It is extremely eerie how easy it was for the man to open the door on the vehicle. This is why it's extremely important to have alarm systems on these vehicles which can alert the owner if there is forced entry like this. The culprit was now working on the ignition while the other vehicle got ready to leave the scene. These were professional car thieves with knowledge on how these vehicle systems work. This vehicle might have been targeted for a while before the initial break-in. The owner was inside the shop, not knowing the sinister plan being executed right outside in broad daylight. The culprit seemed to be struggling at first to start the vehicle, but he was not about to give up that easily. These culprits have become super comfortable to be doing these things in no hurry in the middle of the day, right in front of a business area. The man returned, and this time he went straight to the front of the vehicle. He was now trying to start the car in this manner, but unbeknown to him, his luck was about to run out. Moments later, one of the owners of the shop can be seen walking outside for a smoke. He did not see what was happening at first, but the reversing car and the open front bonnet was bound to get his attention. He then realized what was happening, but the man kept his calm, knowing how dangerous the situation could get without backup. He ran inside the shop to get more people. The culprits were about to fail miserably here. These culprits have been chased down and caught by the South African police. They were now laying flat on the ground after failing to outrun the men of the force. Props to these cops for taking down these clowns, causing havoc in South Africa. These two men entered a shop pretending to be looking for something to buy, but what was to come next was totally unexpected. The owner was busy serving the lady by the counter, oblivious to the foul plan being made right in front of him. The heist suddenly began with the assistant being targeted by the culprits, followed by an aggressive move by the other culprit as things escalated. They even lured customers who came to buy at the shop. The culprits wanted to rob everyone they set their sights on. Fortunately, the South African police managed to track them down, and they were arrested. This was a phone snatcher who had been caught by civilians in Johannesburg. They were now giving the man some of his own medicine. These culprits are known to cause havoc in the streets of Joburg. Civilians sometimes take matters into their own hands due to the lack of arrests by officials, turning the beautiful city into a lawless dystopia. The next clip is also in Johannesburg. We first see a man walking on the street. He is being followed from behind, and he starts to notice it with every step he takes. Fortunately, the man managed to outrun the culprits, leading to them failing horribly. Our final video starts with this long-distance truck driving along the road. A vehicle can be seen approaching from the rear. The top camera view is from the front of the truck, and the bottom view is from the back. Once it is in front of the truck, the vehicle starts to slow down to try and stop the truck. These are tactics often used by these culprits when hijacking these trucks. They usually act like they want to help with something or disguise to be traffic enforcers. Truck drivers are always advised to be on the lookout for these shameful acts. The culprits had two vehicles, and they were now trying to stop the truck by any means, but the driver was not having none of it. It's also important to note how dangerous this situation was, not only for the driver, but other motorists coming from the opposite direction. The culprits were also trying to use this situation to their advantage and try to block the truck from the front, with oncoming traffic blocking the other escaping route. They kept trying to stop the truck, but the driver knew the consequences of giving in here. The robbers ended up giving up the foul plan. Props to this driver for keeping his cool in this highly stressful situation against these dangerous culprits.